Just got through security at Don Muang. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I've been here an hour already. I'm not supposed to get here. Flight's not till 10 to 12, so I didn't have to 2 hours before. So 10 to 10, I got here at 8:30. The taxi ride was, they must have built a new road or something, because I got in half the time. Normally usually gets to about 270 baht, and I give him 300, and today it come to about 130. Did it in less time. I don't know, they built a new road or whatever, so I'll give them 150. So got here quicker, got here cheaper. Just realised going through security that I left my jacket behind. So left my nice little fleece jacket in the hotel room. I left my shorts because I tore there was a massive hole in them, and I left that Taj Mahal t-shirt because that was crap. And she phoned, when I was checking out, she phoned, she said, oh, they checked the room, said you've left some clothes in there. And I said, oh, that's fine. Just forgot, didn't realise the jacket was there as well. So yeah, gutted about that. I'm going to be a bit cold as well when I get back to the UK. And finally found a Burger King that's got cow. There was another one on the other side of security as well, but I had breakfast at the hotel this morning, so, and I think if I was going to have something, I'd have a McDonald's breakfast anyway. But so yeah, a bit annoyed about that jacket. I'm not coming back to Bangkok again, so that's that one gone. So guess I'll have to get up Lakeside and buy another one or something when I get back. Don't think they do many winter clothes around here. So literally now, was it 10 to 10, so it's 2 hours till takeoff, and I'm already at the gate. So got here did quite good times today really. So the taxi took about half the amount of time. Check-in was pretty much quick, straight through, no queuing up. Same as security really, straight through, no problems, so pretty good really. I'd rather be here early waiting around than sitting in traffic stressing. Here I am then, made it to Chiang Rai. Not bad, probably one of the nicer rooms I'm going to stay in on this trip. Actually not as, it's nice, but it's not as nice as I remember. This is a VIP room I think, but I seem to remember it being a little bit more plush, but no, this is alright, isn't it? Quite a big room as well. Actually walk around in this room, little table there. I think I did stay for a couple of weeks in one of these rooms. Decent TV, cracking view. And that swimming pool as well. So I'll be sitting by the, that's all I want to do while I'm here is drink, just a proper holiday, you know, sit in the sun, drink, whatever. In fact, I'm going to the bar now. Chiang Rai, my home away from home. I used to have a house here, well, I rented a bungalow here, about 3 kilometres away I think, something like that. That was about 10 years ago. It's in the book, if you read my book. But yeah, I've got 7 nights here I think, can't remember, I'll have to check, it's either 7 or 8, but I'm pretty sure it was 7. Normally book 8 nights, that way you get a full week's, but I don't think I did that this time. So got here just in time because I think they stopped serving booze between 2 and 5, it's 10 to 2, so I just got a quick one in. But I'm not sure what the deal is. Definitely 7-Eleven I won't get a beer now till 5. But I don't want to be drinking anyway all day. I just fancied I mean half an hour ago I was still on the plane. And I got out, literally came straight out, went to the toilet, came out, the suitcase was there. Within sort of 5 minutes of getting off the plane I was in a taxi. Charged me 300, I just went, yeah, okay, it was £7.50, which I think was over the top. Probably 200 would have been fair, but here you go. Can't be bothered messing around. I mean, I could still be at the airport now messing around trying to save a couple of quid, or pissing around buses. And I got this app, but I don't think it's going to be much cheaper than it. Grab, it's called Grab Taxi, but anyway, banging on about taxis and that. But no, here I am. This is he didn't. I sort of went into the, came in, I went beer, and they all looked at me like, what's going on? I'm not a big drinker really these days, but I'm on holiday. This is truly holiday now. This is sitting by the pool, eating, drinking, sitting in the sunshine. There's no culture to be had here. I've had it all. I've had it all before. So I'm just going to sit here and drink this beer. Got to sort some clothes out. I've only got one clean top for tonight, so I'm going to go. There's a lady down the road who does laundry, so I'm going to go and bag everything up I've got and go and take that down there in a bit. So, and so I'll probably film the little journey down there. Old airport's just there, the old runway. I quite like it at this resort. There's the sort of normal rooms on my right over there. I can't remember how much they are. They're the cheaper rooms anyway. I think that was like the original building. There's a gym back there. Christmas Day, believe it or not, 3 years ago, I was actually in that gym. I was trying to avoid I was trying to get in shape, and at Christmas time it don't mean nothing, especially to me out here anyway. So, but no, I think they built all these as well, like sort of big buildings, like, and these are slightly more sort of, they call it VIP room, I think, or they used to, and they're alright. I'm walking down Jet Yard Road in Chiang Rai at the moment. It seems very quiet actually. Some band going on now. That's old Sammy Boy playing some rock and roll tunes. That's no, it's not Cat Bar, is it? No, tell a lie. It's very quiet. Normally it's quite busy down here. I don't know if it's getting late or what, but there's a few new bars down here. Actually, I haven't been here for 3 years, so that is new. Fuck me, it's changed so much around here. Unbelievable how much has changed around here. Anyway, I've been in a friend of mine, Steve's bar tonight. My cab. A friend of mine, Steve's tonight, having a few drinks. He just turned up. He's having a drink down the road here, so I'm popping down here to have a few beers, get drunk, get silly. But yeah, loads of new places up here. It's unreal. It's out of hand, as I keep saying. I'm going to attempt some video. Your video? Say hello. Your video, I'll take a shot. You have to hold it that way though. Yeah? Come that way round. Oh, okay. That's right. Now I have to...
Hello อะไรกันไลฟ์สดเขาจะส่งให้เพื่อนใช่ไหม
Now have the pot, yeah? To be good.
ไลฟ์วิดีโอดีกว่าเขาจะส่งให้เพื่อนว้าว
One more from the road.
One more, okay.
Okay, Captain Cap. Hanging big time. I think I got robbed last night. No way I spent 4,000 baht. Oh, it's like 100 quid or something. What the fuck happened last night? I don't know. Off to get some breakfast before about 9 o'clock in the morning, so breakfast between 7 and 10, so let's go and get the dregs that's left behind here. It's not going to be much. I think it's just like pork and rice. Seriously doubt there'll be any eggs. Almost forgot to do a bit of filming. Actually got eggs. Didn't think they was going to have eggs, but no, I would have had a bit of egg and toast. But yeah, bit of rice, vegetable and sauce, green beans and chilli, and some bits of omelette. Not my ideal breakfast, but monumental hangover to sort out. I'll have to do, won't it? I mean, there's a place down the road that does a fry up. Yeah, a little bit of vegetables probably doing some good actually this morning. A bit of orange juice. Had a bit of a heavy one last night. Been in bed all day sleeping it off. I think I'll drink a few Jim Beam and Cokes towards the end there, but just pop down to get some street food from down the road there. I forgot the market was there actually, so let's just show you some of the bits I've got. It's quite cheap actually. Street food is one of the cheapest ways of eating. I bought a couple of them, so I don't know what's in it. Probably some processed meat or something, but got two of them. They were 10 baht each, so they were about 25p each. It's just not easy to do this on the film. Bought some little donuts there. Like, just didn't put any sugar on them. They were about 5 baht each, so that was 25p for two. What else have I got here? This one. God. This one here is a roast chicken that has been grilled. I think that was 20, so that was about 50p for that. One of my favourites, these bits of pork here. I don't know what that could be, pork or chicken in batter, deep fried. I think that was 50p. These were 10 baht each, so these were little. Should have got all these out before I started filming. These are lovely. I think these are actually chicken. But I don't know. They're about 25p each. And I got. Now this is it. These are quite nice as well. These a bit like what I had in Bangkok. Sliced pork. I think they were about 20 baht. So again, about 50p for these. And normally you just dip them in chilli sauce. I didn't get any chilli sauce. Normally you get a little packet on the side. Right. So I'm just going to stick it all in my little bowl there that I've been carrying around since India. I bought some rice as well. That was 25p. Oh, fuck it. It's all falling out. Yeah, a portion of rice. And I bought some sliced mango as well, but I'll probably put that in the fridge and have that later, tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, what we're talking about, a couple of quid if that. That's nice home meal tonight and nurse my hangover. Hopefully feel a bit better tomorrow. Morning. Taking a stroll. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Just didn't do anything yesterday, just sleeping off the hangover all day. I was sleeping off India. It's a lot more peaceful around here. So I obviously had a few drinks the other night and ended up pouncing 1 or 2 cigarettes off a friend of mine, and that was it. I had to go and buy some of them, didn't I? So that's why I felt so bad. When I don't smoke, I wake up feeling not too bad. I end up smoking fags on top of all the booze and I just feel terrible. chemicals and God knows what. Anyway, always been the same, it's never going to change, I don't think. Let's cross over here. So this is the old airport here, which I forget, they shut it down years ago when they built the new one over there, but they keep it here. It's used for recreation, you know, people come here and do Tai Chi and go for a run and bike ride and sort of, you know, sort of recreational area, but I think they keep it here really as a backup, you know. If they're, like, you know, it would be turned into, if there was a war or something, that would probably get you know, they'd open it up as a military landing strip or something, so I think that's why they keep it. Now, so look, there's a runway here. This is the old runway I'm walking on at the moment. Normally come down here every morning if I'm not hungover, and come down here for a walk. Just so it's a bit of exercise. I'm not much of an exerciser. I've got to sort it out this year, I think. But, you know, it's nice to walk down here in the mornings. Just got myself a little coffee from 7-Eleven. 30 baht, so what's that, about 70p, 65p. So it is getting more expensive to live here in Thailand now. I mean, obviously when I was here it was about 49 baht to the pound. Now it's 40, and that's the official rate, you know. So obviously taking money out of cash machines, you get 38 baht, and it plus your charging. So, but no, I mean, I had that dinner last night. That was pretty cheap. It was too much. I ate far too much. Didn't even eat the rice. Just ate loads of meats on sticks. But yeah, I mean, I could probably. Those little marketplaces are actually really good, because I say I'd rather eat in most nights. So just go and grab a few meats on sticks, pork. All kinds of little bits of fried chicken, a bit of rice, a bit of sauce. You know, it costs about 60 baht, so about £1.40, something like that. So it's so that ain't too bad, is it, for dinner? You can do it for lunch as well. We had breakfast included with a room, so I could pop up the market later, or usually do go out for lunch. You know, it's like breakfast at home, dinner at home most nights, and then always go out for lunch usually. So I'm not really living here. I'm only here for a week this time, so I don't know, just doing things a bit differently, drinking more. But I don't mind this walk along here. Taking my new sunglasses out for a spin as well. I bought these yesterday. That's 285. That's about £7. Not as nice as the ones I bought in Bangalore last week, but so I've got a couple of decent pairs of sunglasses now, so that's alright. I know I keep comparing Thailand to India, but so quiet, isn't it? I mean, I can actually hold the camera right back and you could probably hear me, no problems at all. Whereas in India it was like beep beep beep, fuck off. Here's the tower behind me, well, to the side of me, and there's a helicopter there. There's a plane there. I've been to that. I've had a look at that plane 2 or 3 times over the years, but they've got a helicopter there at the moment. I don't know if that's because the tower's there. I don't know if that's a permanent fixture, or whether they've just landed there for some reason. I don't know. But I'd imagine it is permanently there. It's been decommissioned, and they just leave it here for people to look at, maybe. So we'll go over and have a wander, have a look. Proper, eh? Yeah, it looks like they're probably taking the guts out of it, so it ain't going anywhere. This wasn't near that one over there. There's a plane over there. That was so that's been here for years. I've looked at that one 2 or 3 times. I've never seen this one before. It's pretty cool, actually. Those doors are open a bit. sure whether I'm allowed in. I should risk jumping in. Nah, it is in use. It's a helmet on the seat and all kinds of equipment in there, so it looks like they've just must be out on manoeuvres or something, I don't know. Temporary. It's proper. So this one don't go nowhere. I think this was a jet from the 70s, I think, or earlier. I did read up about them once. It's funny actually, I did have this was a place about 3 years ago. I had a bit of a revelation about myself, which was the reason why I love travelling. I've got this desire to travel. It actually occurred to me here while I was looking at this jet. But you know, ever since I was a little boy, I always wanted to travel and see the world, and there was a reason behind it. But I'm saving it for my book. So if you, I've already written about it, but it's only a first draft, so a lot of work to go. But yeah, now it's here 3 years ago, standing here, I had a revelation about my interest in just seeing the world and seeing foreign places. But I say, you'll have to wait for my next book for that. Anyway, I'm gonna have a little look at this jet. Very easy to fly. Literally just a couple of buttons and a joystick, small wings, and a big old fan at the back to power it. So I think this was, I can't remember when they were about. It could have been 60s, 70s, even 50s. I don't know. Look at that. It's just a propeller on the back. But, yeah, I've seen that a few times over. Well, it's about the 4th time now I've walked over. I think the first time here with my dad about 11 years ago and saw that. And the last time was about 3 years ago. I'm going to try and get into the tower here, and I know people do keep an eye on the place, so I'm going to have a look. Yeah, just speaking to one of the soldiers there. He said it's a listed building or listed area, I cannot go in, so I managed to get in there last time, have a look around. It was disused. It was you know, like spider webs, cobwebs, there were old bits of paperwork. It was quite, well, I wouldn't say it was overly interesting, but you know, it was pretty cool to walk up there and have a look around. It's a shame couldn't get up there this time, but I think I'm on the wrong road now. I'm going to carry on up this path here, I think. Just get back on the runway, but it's so peaceful, isn't it? No cars, and you know. But, he seemed alright, that bloke actually. He's like, oh, don't know what they're up to, why they've got it reused, unless it's again, making this shit up as I go along, but maybe it's in preparation for this coronavirus or something like that, or doing something, you know, maybe making use, again, like I said earlier, I think they keep it here, they haven't built on it because they maybe want to use the runway for times of war or things like that, you know. So could be just talking nonsense. Sounds like, you know, say if Burma kicks off or something, a war goes off in, you know, landing strips for aircraft and that. It's a useful, you know, useful place. I spent so much money the other night. I spent more money in one night drinking than I did a whole week in India. I'm a little bit, you know, I think I spent about 5 grand, it's about 120 quid or something stupid, you know. I mean, I must have been robbed, you know, or overcharged. They charged me too much at the bars and things, I don't know, but I couldn't believe it. I took 10,000 baht out, and only about 5 left in the morning, I don't know. So, I'm a little bit, I'm alright for money, but you know, you've got to try and rein it in a little bit, ain't you, sometimes. So, but the plan is, I'm here for 7 nights. Obviously I want to go out every other night really, but I think I will, you know, all that money I spent, I'll go out tonight, try and behave. If I end up having another night like that, that'll have to be my last night out, I think, because I can't keep doing a oneer every night, every time I go out, otherwise I will be coming home skint. popped into Central Plaza here, just cutting through. Don't really want anything. Might grab a coffee or something, but we just want to soak up a bit of air conditioning for 5 minutes and cut through, come out the other side, and then cross over to Big C. So there's only one thing I really want at the moment, and that's a Bluetooth speaker, but can't carry it anyway. And then when I get back to the UK, I want to get a decent travelling laptop as well, something a bit more lightweight, like a tablet sort of thing. But so that's all toys for during the year. Get back working first. But yeah, a few bits and pieces here out on the floor. So nothing I particularly want. I seem to remember there being a McDonald's around here, but I say after all that fruit, I don't really feel hungry anymore. I've got Central Plaza behind me there. It's quite expensive in there. Supermarket. So heading down to Big C. And a bit more affordable. So just remembered they've got a food court here, they do a wonton soup I quite like, so I think that'd do me for lunch. Had that fruit, just have a little wonton soup, and then I'll do a bit of shopping, I think. I didn't have any wonton soup, and so that's that one off the menu, so I'm just bought this one instead. Big rice noodles with meatballs and stuff. These bloody plastic chopsticks never work. 50 baht that soup, so about £1.20 or something, is it? £1.10 or that. But that's handy little food hall there. You just go up to the cashier, give her 100 baht, and it gives you credit on a little card, and then you just go around and pick what you want and give them the card, and they swipe it. And then at the end you just go back and get your change, give back the card and get your change. But those, what was that one? That was big thick white rice noodles, which I like them, and meatballs, which I was not sure what they were. Hopefully they weren't testicles. Looked like sort of beef or something, processed meat. But yeah, no, it's nice, healthy, and bean sprouts and vegetables in it. Sorted me out now, so I think that's me covered till dinner, so I'm just going to have a wander around the supermarket now, so grab a couple of bits. Just caused this young girl on the bike just to fall off. I'm scarpering. I was just coming down the road. I'm walking across, she's quite far down the road, and she's pulled the brakes and the back wheel's given out and she's come off. I see her going. I walked over, I said, "Are you alright?" Some bloke's helping her pick the bike up, but I ain't hanging about. Not really my fault, I was just crossing the road, but no, I was just about to do some filming. As I say, it's all changed really up there. There's loads of new restaurants and that, which is good. Especially around here. I mean, in the past, sort of living up here was always a little bit out of the way. Always felt like I had to wander down into the sort of central area, but so there's a lot of new places, but a lot of places doing noodle soups, 40 baht and that. But yeah, no, it has all changed around here now. So most of the people that I sort of know in Thailand, especially up here, a lot of them have either gone back to their own home countries, moved to other countries, or died. So my dad passed away, a friend out here passed away a few months back, so it sort of feels like whatever life I had out here 5-6 years ago it's gone now, I think. But I know I could obviously come back out, you know, make new friends and that, but you know, I think that's why I want to try. That's why I think I've been trying different things this year. I thought India, I'll give it a try, see if I could, you know, would I like to live. I mean, all these places I go to, I do think to myself, could I live here? You know, because obviously I do want to get abroad. a place abroad. At the moment that place is Malaysia. I want to get myself a place out there in the next few years. That's why I become a truck driver. It just gives me the flexibility to be able to, you know, come back to the UK and get work straight away, and sort of come and go as I please in a way. But obviously I only want to be away for like 3-4 months over winter, the worst of the weather. The rest of the time I want to be back in the UK working. So at the moment I want to get a place in Malaysia, but I say I went to Goa, sort of weighing up with, you know, obviously, you know, it's a bit cheaper. Say find a cheap, you know, I need to live somewhere that's got a low cost of living, you know. So I checked out India. I don't think I could. People love Goa. I don't know. I think you only love Goa if you've never been to anywhere else, I think. But so I say this here, but obviously I've lived here before. So where else did I go? Bangalore. Actually did think when I came out of the airport of Bangalore, there was some nice apartment blocks there and things. I wondered whether, you know, you could get a lease on that for 30 years or something cheap. Might be, again, it's a cheap place to go to live out, you know. I say can't keep travelling around every year. I'd never save any money. I need to be able to go somewhere, chill out for 3 months, 4 months on the cheap, you know, and then come back and start working again. But I'm not sure now about India. That's my heading. So again, I've got Philippines next week, so that's another place to check out. Never been there before, so go and catch up with my mate Nev, and he can show me around, and I'll check out what the exchange rate's like. Is it expensive? Is it cheap? I don't know. So there's that, and then I'm off to Malaysia as well for the last 5 days because I'm flying out of Kuala Lumpur anyway. So I'll go and have a few days there, but that's, you know, that's just the city. So go and have a couple of banana leaves or something like that in there, and it's back home and back to work. So I feel sorry for that girl back there, but I've come off the bike. I've actually come off there myself on a motorbike once. I hired I forget what it was now, Honda PCX I think they were. It's only a 150, but it was a little bit more juice to it, and I only hired it for the day because I wanted to go up to Maysai to do a visa run, and I just thought it'd be, you know, rather than try and get a bus up there or something. So I hired this bike, and I just bombed it up there in about an hour. I think it was about 2 hours in a car. Just done the visa run, stayed, had a bit of lunch, and bombed it back, no problems at all. Filled it up with fuel at the petrol station back there. And just, I don't know, I just got to, I think I was used to just hammering it on the motorway, and obviously now I'm on a slower road, and I just started going, and this woman just, she wobbled. It looked like she was about to cut across me. So I hit the brake, exact same thing happened there, the back wheel locked up and I came off. Yeah, I think that's what happened to that girl. But I say, when it comes to car accidents in Thailand, you stay well away. That exact same spot, it's dangerous there, that exact same spot, about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I walked out of that onto that main road, and I just saw, I think I might have mentioned this before, but anyway, and a bike just smashed into another one. And my mate's advice rattling around my brain said, don't get involved because you get dragged into it. They turn around and say it was my fault or something like that. That's why I didn't want to hang about there, you know. But yeah, if you see, you know, in the UK, if you witness a car accident, it's by law you have to stop. But out here, if you stop to help, they just turn around and say, yeah, no, it was this guy's fault. He caused the accident. Next thing, you're in all sorts of shit. So best to just avoid, you know, if you see an accident, you just carry on and say, even though I was sort of involved in that one, it wasn't my fault, I just crossing the road. That'll do, a couple of hours by the pool. Tried reading that book, old book. It's like someone's writing an essay about globalisation or something. I thought it was supposed to be about how curry, you know, is enjoyed around the world or something, so a load of bollocks. So it's almost 5 o'clock now, so I'm gonna head down to 7-Eleven, grab a 4-pack, and just have a couple of beers out on the balcony, I think, for a little while, and then head down the road and have a few beers. heading out for a beer. Well, I don't feel too bad, but I've got terrible acid, you know. And that an ambulance up there? I don't know, there's an ambulance or something. There's an old Bill. Don't want to be filming the old Bill. But yeah, so I'm gonna head down, have a couple of beers, see how it goes. I've had a beer at the room. Not going down well. I know I'm a bit of a pussy and a bit of a lightweight, but I did drink like 100 quid's worth of booze the other day apparently, so I don't know. Loads of whiskey, I don't know, I think I must have been robbed. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop filming now because flashing lights. Here I am again, 2 days later, back on the runway for my morning walk. And, had another late one the other night, not last night, night before, but still suffering. Pretty tired today. So I'm just walking up the runway. I'll stick my head in that temple, but I'm not really in the mood at the moment, so just drinking all kinds of things. I was drinking rum the other night, rum and cokes, and I think I had a vodka and Red Bull towards the end as well. So not much culture going on around here, just lots of drinking, listening to music, playing pool, having a laugh. So yeah, so not much to go and really chat about really. That's what I was going to say. The helicopter's gone, so I won't bother trying to get in the airport. So it's in use at the moment. But I was wondering whether I said the other day about this coronavirus and that. Maybe it's you know, if there is an outbreak around here, might have to sort of use the chopper to maybe fly people to Bangkok or something like that. I don't know. Not sure what the range is on these helicopters, but they can must be at least 500 miles. It's yeah, so maybe so it's got to be. I mean, it's got something to do with this coronavirus. Why this helicopter's up there on preparation or something, high alert. Just come away from the runway for a sec. Really not in the mood for these steps today. Maybe I'll go hop in. I think you're allowed to walk in, have a look around. I'll ask. Go on a minute, right. Right here, what do I prob up? Or what is a temple, W-A-T. So I don't think I can be bothered with these steps. Can't be bothered with anything. Just want to go back to bed. I'll go up, might go up and have a look. I think that white temple up there, that white Buddha, I don't know if you can see it here, up the top there, that was new, I think. But yeah, them stairs look killer today. I made it up the stairs. Not much going on. A few young Buddhist lads over there. They got the white one there. I think you are allowed to walk around, but don't really want to be honest with you. A lot of people here at the moment just tidying up, sweeping up the leaves and that, so pretty typical really. I've been to a few of these. The stairs were a bit of a killer this morning. That's enough of that. Gonna head back to my old mate Chiang Rai and get some pineapple and that. This car decides where he's going to go. That's bodyguard. So you know, I was trying to drink the other night and just trying to pour this beer down my neck. It's so terrible, like acid reflux, you know, body saying no more. As soon as I switched to rum, I was alright. Sort of livened right up. So, probably be the same case today actually, but see how it goes. Last night, tonight, and then I got recover tomorrow. And then I've got one more day, and then I've got to get packed up and then it's off to Philippines. Never been. Gonna go and have 3 days in Manila. People keep telling me it's dangerous, so won't be wearing any leery tops around there, just low profile, only go out during the day, avoid dodgy alleyways and things like that. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've read the Lonely Planet book, doesn't say about not going to Manila. I've met people in the past who live there, said it's not too bad, so just I doubt I'll be doing many videos though. I doubt I'll be doing any videos though of you know, like now, just walking around with my phone out and that, or pulling my wallet out in public, stuff like that. So I'll might not do anything for Manila. I'll have a look. If there's a lot of tourists wandering around with cameras and stuff, then I'll do some videoing, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. You know, I was talking to a guy the other night in the pub, and he said not to go, but he said, you know, he said it was dangerous, but he went there in 1997. You know, I was still at school then. I think things have improved slightly since then, but I have watched that Banged Up Abroad. Probably I love watching it, but it's not, you know, makes you wonder, doesn't it? I watched an episode once, a couple of young girls in India got kidnapped, so it don't really matter where you are, does it? I suppose. Yeah, I think that's it. That's about the only sightseeing I'm doing, and I wouldn't have bothered doing that if I weren't going to video it. So I think that's it really. Just a couple more drinks tonight. Not really in the mood, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then got 5 days off to chill out. Then I'll meet up with Nev in Angeles City, and no doubt we'll be out having a beer. So don't think he's a heavy drinker though, so doesn't normally stop me though. So that's you know, have a few days break anyway before I get to Angeles. Won't be drinking in Manila anyway. Just missed it. That helicopter just flown over again. I thought I heard something fly over the other day. It's just gone over. They must be landing back at the old airport again. See me, but so he's back at it's landed again. So never was anything there before in the 10 years I've been coming here, 11 years I've been coming here. So don't know what they're doing. Hello. Just on my final march, the march of Chiang Rai. Just on the old runway again. Decided to do the whole thing this morning. It's about 1 kilometre long. So I've already walked to the end and I'm on my way back now. I think this is the last time I'll come back to Chiang Rai now. There's not a lot left for me here. So I cremated my dad here 6 years ago, and since then I've come back for nostalgia and that. You know, whatever friends I had here, you know, most of them are gone now. So I think I'll close the chapter on this, on Chiang Rai now. I mean, I'll still come back to Thailand, I think, in the future, but whether I'll come back up here anyway. I mean, talking of chapters, I mean, in the last few words of my book, I think I said, you know, I say, you know, it's tough to leave Asia for too long. It's such a beautiful place, but you know, I wanted to move on years ago, since the end of the book, but I just keep coming back here for whatever reason, like nostalgia, or I just not, you know, maybe it's just money, not having a lot of money. It's always good just to come somewhere you know, isn't it? You know, come stick to what you know. But, I'm determined to move on next year. I'm doing Central America, so I think I'm just going to fly out to Cuba end of the year. No strict itineraries this time, and just take it from there, just wing it really. So, but yeah, so I've been out, had a few drinks this week. I'm not cut out for boozing anymore. You know, drinking every other night, or you know, every night or every other night, I can't do it, because, you know, I'm not the sort of person who just has a couple of beers. You know, I drink and drink until I've had enough. You know, it's like you can call me, you know, people call me a lightweight, but I can drink like a fish, but yeah, I can't do it very often. I can't do it, you know, more than once a week really. But so by the third night this week of drinking, it just felt like I was just pouring poison down my neck. I just think, what the fuck am I doing here, you know? But I went out. I wanted to go and see, you know, a mate one last time. But, I popped in and had a drink with him in his bar, and that. I think that might. So I think that's it now. I don't know whether I'll come back again. But never say never. But yeah. So what was I going to say next? Get up to. Whether I've said it already. Going to get up to Manila tomorrow. Leaving early. So. But yeah. I think that's it. Farewell, Chiang Rai. You know, it's been my home away from home for 11 years. You know, sort of family, friends, girlfriends over the years. I'll have to say farewell and maybe meet again. If not, you know, it's been emotional. Cheers.